Now, from Wish TV, this is The Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine. Tonight on the Zone Extra Spring Special, action heats up as we enter the final month of the regular season.
Our coach really preaches to the choir about sacrificing for the next guy. So everybody just buying in and doing everything you can for the guy to the left and the right of you.
Plus, we connect with a Fisher senior who turned a challenge into a great opportunity. And several Central Indiana teams are looking to defend state championships. We're joined by a pair of head coaches whose teams hope to go back-to-back. We're off and running with the Zone Extra Spring Special right now.
Hi, everybody. Good evening to you, and welcome to the Zone Extra Spring Special. I'm Anthony Calhoun. Over the next 30 minutes, we take a look at a busy couple of months of action for baseball, softball, lacrosse, track, volleyball, tennis, and more. Plus, we have the leader of the defending state champion girls track team here for a conversation. Can't wait to catch up with Noblesville's head coach Jim Pierce. Also in studio tonight, Roncalles boys volleyball coach Nick Jennings, as the Royals are seeking a second straight state title. And he's the Fishers pitcher, not letting a childhood accident slow him down. We have the unique story of Tigers senior Jason Johnson. One of the teams to keep an eye on this year in baseball is Mooresville. The Pioneers are a top 10 team in the state and are led by star senior catcher and future Indiana Hoosier Hogan Denny, who says he's excited to see what the team can do this year. And they chase their program's first state championship.
Our coach really preaches to the choir about sacrificing for the next guy. So everybody just buying in and doing everything you can for the guy to the left and the right of you. We've been working hard all winter. We're just looking to finish the job, and we've had some pretty good teams in the past, and we're just looking to have all the hard work pay off and then lead a great baseball team to a state championship.
All right, so here's a look at some of the key upcoming dates on the high school baseball calendar coming your way. We've got sectionals starting here on May the 22nd to the 27th. Then you got the regionals June the 1st, semi-state June the 8th, and then we got the state finals June the 14th through the 15th. Should be a good one here as those teams battle for a state championship. Let's take a look at the softball state tournament as well. Sectionals May the 20th through the 25th. Regionals taking place at May the 28th. Semi-state June the 1st, and then the state finals taking center stage June the 7th through the 8th as those teams try to get a state championship. Okay, last year the spring season was certainly a good one for Central Indiana programs, with several teams bringing home state championship hardware as well. Here's a look at all the local teams that are looking to defend state championships of this coming spring. You got Guerin Catholic in the two-time, of course, defending state champ in boys golf. In track and field, Brownsburg is the defending boys champ, while Noblesville claimed both the girls and unified track titles, and Carmel is a three-time defending girls tennis championship. Champion, that is. And meanwhile, in lacrosse, you got Central Indiana claimed all 4 state titles last season. How about that on the boys' side? Brebeuf and Carmel are the defending 1- and 2A state champs, respectively. And then you see Park Tudor and Guerin Catholic won the girls' titles last season. So how about Central Indiana dominating in the past few years here when it comes to those state championships? Okay, time for a break, folks. We have much more coming your way here tonight on the Zone Extra. Glad you're hanging out with us on this spring special edition here of the Zone Extra. Last season, his Millers won the girls track and field state championship. Noblesville coach Jim Pierce is here in studio with us. Can't wait to catch up with Coach tonight. And still ahead, a local pitcher isn't letting an accident as a kid derail his dreams. But here's your two Fisher senior, Jason Johnson. The story's on the way. But before we head to break, everybody, let's look at some key upcoming dates in boys golf. The state tournament begins with sectionals May the 31st through June the 3rd. And then you got the regionals taking place June the 6th through the 7th. And then the state finals, always a good one. They're out in Prairie View and Carmel, June the 11th through the 12th. We got more coverage coming your way here on the spring special edition of the Zone Extra right after this.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back here to the Zone Extra Spring Special. I'm Anthony Calhoun. Last season, for the first time in school history, Noblesville won the girls' track and field state championship by just a single point. 1 point. Welcome to the show here tonight. Miller's head coach Jim Pierce here with us tonight. Great to see you, Coach, and thank you so much for taking the time to join us here tonight. We're going to talk about your team, but first things first, though, that 1 point, my goodness, how special was it to be able to get the victory and win the state title?
Yeah, really special. I mean, all the teams are so good, and the kids are just, pumped up to do well, and they became fans in the 4x4 of Carmel and Plainfield because they were racing Warren at the end, but it was real tight, and we were just real fortunate.
Well, if you win a state championship, everybody's going to be coming after you. And so here you go right now and find your team. They're ranked third in the state currently. This is some pictures from what happened last year, winning that state championship. But as you transition to this season here, what do you like about your team right now?
Yeah, we're really fortunate. We've got some really awesome kids back. We've got Hannah Alexander is one of the best throwers in the country, and then we have two of the best pole vaulters, Delaney Teachner, and who's a senior, and Amelia Smith, who's a freshman. And then we add that on to our distance team that has all but like a couple of kids back from last year after they were state champions a couple years ago in the fall in cross country. So just really a good core group. Add some new kids in there, and then see if we can have some more fun doing it again.
Yeah, you look at those pictures there, and just the celebration from your ladies there getting the job done. Here's some practice footage here as you guys get ready for continue to work through this season here. What can you take away from what happened last year as far as motivation to get you guys back to possibly win another state title?
Yeah, we knew that one thing that we did last year was when we won, I had been runner-up a couple times as a coach and as an athlete, and I knew what that felt like, and I said, hey, can we maybe do something with Warren and take a picture? So that's what we know they're chasing us, and we really want to keep up with that. So we've just been talking about being ourselves and doing what we do.
Fourth year with the school, correct? And so you look at this year's team, what do you like about just how special this group is, and how can they help you continue to make another run for a state title?
Yeah, I think the thing that's really key is being ourselves. We've been talking a lot about that, doing what we do, not focusing on what everybody else is worried about, noise, social media, anything like that. We know, and the thing is, we know we're going to have some good competition, and that's going to make us better. We're ready to go, and we always hope we're running the best people all the time and running their best people, and everybody's healthy. We can have a good meet. The girls, all the girls really stick together well across the whole sport.
Yeah, I love it. Hearing you speak about your team, it seems like they're pretty balanced here. And here you are coaching the Millers right now. What have you enjoyed most about these young ladies and being around them and trying to help them win back-to-back state titles?
Yeah, I think the joy of it is in the process and the learning. The kids like to be out there every day doing more and just trying to get a little bit better, and they're listening and hearing them, and just seeing a kid go from like I talked about Delaney Teachner. She started pole vault from the ground up. She did not know it at all her freshman year, and now she's like one of the top kids. So it's just, working on getting us a little bit better every day and watching the kids grow that way.
Yeah, we talk about it being your fourth year there at Noblesville, but you spent many years around track and field. And so that being said here, what is so special about, you look at girls track and field right now, it seems like year in and year out, it continues to get more competitive as you see it, right?
Oh, wow, yeah, for sure. All of girls sports. We're all in that Caitlin Clark influential period,
Right. Yeah.
Everybody is all at it. And, the kids are so into sports. And I think sometimes people think, hey, the girls, they're just not as competitive as the boys. Totally not the case. Yeah. We're as competitive as anybody else, and trying to be supportive of that. And we're lucky that we have kids that come to our team from all different programs across the school, and we just kind of work together and bring kids into sports year after year. So
you got a great athletic program there with Noblesville. Let's take a look at the schedule real quick that's coming up for your track team. Take us through this real quick and give me your thoughts on these upcoming games here, our meets, if you will, that you have coming.
Yeah, the conference meet, here's your Crossroads Conference. We're hosting that at our school, so that'll be fun. But we've got HSC is tremendous. They've got some tremendous people on their team and a really good freshman. who has come in this year, and then Brownsburg will be back, and then Fishers is tough, and oh my gosh, the conference meet is good all the way around. Everybody's got some pieces. Then we have on May 4th, we have the our JV Futures meet, the idea of that being like trying to get kids to compete that might be eventually on the varsity from some surrounding schools. And then county meet back against some of the same rivals again that we were in the conference with, plus Carmel. And then sectionals, we're in the HSC sectional, which is going to actually be at Fishers this year, competing at Fishers, and then regionals. Yeah.
Well, look, Coach, thank you so much for taking the time to join us here tonight. All the best to you. I know it's not easy trying to defend that state title, but boy, if you get there and get it done for a second in a row, that's going to be pretty sweet.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
We're going to take a time out. Much more coming your way here on the Zone Extra Spring Special tonight, including a chat with Roncalli boys volleyball coach Nick Jennings as the Royals look to defend a state title. How about that? But up next, the story of a Fisher senior overcoming obstacles to shine with the Tigers. We're introduced to pitcher Jason Johnson. That's coming up. And let's take a look at some of the big dates for track and field. You see it there on the screen. We got sectional starting May the 14th for the girls, 16th for the boys, and then there's the regional dates as well. And then the state finals at IU, May the 31st and June the 1st there for the boys. We're back with more right after this.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
We're back here on the Zone Extra Spring Special. I'm Anthony Calhoun. A local baseball player isn't letting a lawn mowing accident derail his dreams. Fisher senior Jason Johnson is a left-handed pitcher who turned his biggest obstacle into his biggest weapon. Our Phil Sanchez has the story done.
There are a lot of life lessons taught in the game of baseball. For Fisher's left-handed pitcher Jason Johnson, those lessons came early.
I was 5 years old. I fell off a lawnmower and there was no blade on it, and it took off my ring and pinky finger.
His left hand, his throwing hand. Mom Marie remembers it clear as day.
He was lifeline to Peyton Manning's hospital, and they had ripped out his growth plates, but and then he had it was really hard for him. 1 week later, he was out on the baseball field learning to play baseball. He told him that he had to be on the baseball field, and he had to learn to do everything right-handed.
Jason eventually went back to throwing with his left hand, and what followed were years of perseverance, grit, and an unwavering love for a game that, like life, will humble you in a heartbeat.
Clearly, you have overcome a lot. Take me through that. What has that been like?
Blocking everything out and kind of just focusing on myself and just doing, learning to do things my own way and getting over, the small little issues, letting them go past me, and just always, looking forward, looking for opportunities, and just being grateful.
Jason would later teach himself to throw a knuckleball, arguably one of the toughest pitches to master, and if done right, one of the hardest to hit.
So something that you've had to learn, Jason, and your mom told me this via email. She said that you became a knuckleball pitcher, right? You've kind of perfected the knuckleball. Tell me about that a little bit.
Well, I was trying to, I can't really throw a changeup like most people can with 5 fingers, because to throw a changeup in baseball, you need 5 fingers. So I was trying to find new things that could work for me as an alternate for that, and I started throwing a knuckleball, and it just had some unique movement to it due to the spin with the way that my fingers are.
Not too long after, colleges took notice, and Jason recently committed to play baseball at Trine University.
What do you want people to know who watch this, Jason, maybe other kids who have had some obstacles in their lives?
Just there's always going to be challenges and things you go through, but no matter what, you just got to believe in yourself, and if you believe in yourself and believe in what you want to do, then you can do anything you want to do.
Phil, thanks a lot. What a powerful story right there. Okay, time for a break, but more still to come on the Zone Extra Spring Special. Up next, his Royals are once again one of the top teams in the state. Roncalli boys volleyball coach Nick Jennings is here with us. for a good conversation. That's coming up. Now, let's take a look at a few more key dates on the spring calendar. This time in girls tennis. See the dates there. Sectionals start in May 14th and 18th. See regionals there as well. And then, of course, the state finals coming your way on those dates right there on the screen. More Zone Extra after this.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
Welcome back here to the Zone Extra Spring Special. Anthony Calhoun here with you tonight. Last year in his first season as head coach, Roncalli won the boys volleyball state championship, and they are looking to do it again this year. Welcome to the show. The Royals coach Nick Jennings here with us tonight. Thank you so much, Coach, for taking the time. First year, my man, getting it done. How sweet was it to win the state title?
It was pretty amazing. I know that there was a lot of pressure. We were able to win the previous year as well. So taking over in your first year as a program, there's a lot of expectations of, hey, can you do it again? And so with the help of these boys and I think everything, we just were able to have that bittersweet feeling of just victory. And it was so amazing. With Fishers had defeated us 3 times that year, we were unable to beat them. Wow. And so to come on the stage when it mattered the most to come through was a pretty good feeling for everybody.
When it matters most, getting that state championship. So here you are with 20 wins so far this season. What has been working for this team this year that you really like about your team?
I would say our ball control and the speed that we play. We really try to preach that defense wins championships. So if we can pass well and we can prevent the other team from scoring, we're going to have the opportunity to win a lot of games. We are usually lacking in a little bit of size compared to most schools, so we really try to have some speed and give ourselves a little bit of advantage with how small and undersized we are. Yeah,
and when you talk about just the strengths of this year's team, what excites you about this year's team from what you're seeing so far as the season continues here?
It's fun to see the hunger that this group has. Last year we graduated 6 of 7 starters, and so we really kind of almost have, we kind of have, we returned 1 kid, but we had a lot of great role players that kind of come in, and you can tell that they're hungry not only just to go win, but just the legacy of Roncalli of we've had a lot of success and we've been blessed to have so much talent, and they want to set that tone. Everybody wants to be the best class or the best team that Roncalli's ever had. So they come in, they're hungry to play and get better every day.
Yeah, you know, you talk about the program and how successful it's been for so many years, but it's cool to be that. But when you win a state championship, everybody's coming to you, so coming after you. What has been your message with your team this year?
The message has been, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And the beauty of winning a state is everyone's going to give you the best match. You don't ever get anyone's B, C match. You get everybody's A+ match. And so it's great for us because we know that this is only going to make us better. Win or lose, it's going to push us. And our end goal is always May. We obviously want to win a lot of games, but we always want to get better each match and be the last one to win a match in May.
We got some video of you here spending time with your team. What do you love about this year's team?
I just think they're a fun-focused team, I think is the word that I like to use. Is they do a good job of making sure that I don't get overly serious and too angry with them, and they kind of keep it fun, and you can really see the joy and love that they have for the game, and it makes coming to practice and games so much more fun.
Okay, before we wrap this show up here, we got to take a look at your schedule real quick here, and give me your thoughts real quick on these upcoming matches you guys have in your way here with Roncalli.
We got Hamilton Southeastern, who's a top 10 program. They've historically been a very good program recently. Then we go to Center Grove, who has had a really good season. They've had a couple big upsets. And then we finished the regular season at Perry, who was a Final Four team last year. So they always give us a good run for our money, and then we'll go in the state tournament, hopefully have a nice big run again.
Well, it seems like you got your guys ready to go. They know what's in front of them. They know everybody's coming after them, but hopefully you guys can try to win another state championship.
We'll do our best.
That would be incredible.
It'll be a lot of fun.
All right, well, Coach, hey, thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
And
best of luck to you guys the rest of the way. And who knows, maybe Roncalli will be talking about back-to-back state championships.
That'd be pretty impressive.
Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching the Zone Extra Spring Special here tonight. I'm Anthony Calhoun. We greatly appreciate you joining us. Don't forget, everybody, you know how the deal works here with the Zone Extra. It comes your way every Thursday right here on Wish TV at 7 o'clock here on Channel 8. Thanks for watching. We'll see you coming up on Thursday for another edition of the Zone Extra.